Yes team, we're back with another YouTube video in a slightly different setting. I'm actually using a little bit of furniture as a stand-up desk. I've been doing some work this morning, catching up with clients, building out new programs with people coming up into the marathons and also their Ironmans across September and October, which we've had some mega results recently and the team are crushing it, I won't lie. But today's video, what I want to run through is the integration piece that I spoke about in episode 1. The reason I always go by and say performance by design, because for me it means actually building a lifestyle, your performance, and actually taking care of your health and fitness overall by design. It's not just another workout plan that you're going to save and not use. It's not just a random nutrition PDF. It's actually an integrated system, which is exactly what I use with my clients inside OCS Performance and the flagship Peak Human program. The key thing for me is understanding how everything aligns with each other across your week. You have training that you're gonna hit, you have your nutrition that you need to look at, and also that lifestyle piece and integration of your work and career. So a lot of the time I find individuals, we look at the training, we look at the nutrition, potential, the recovery, the ice baths, the saunas, all the fancy stuff, but nothing's coming together as one piece and one system. And one thing I like to look at is how we can build your own performance by design. And I actually like to have an idea of what's going on in the week. So if we look at calendar management, what have you got in terms of your work meetings, any travels, any flights that you're going to be on? Actually looking 10 to 14 days prior to what's coming ahead, if you can scope out that far. If not, a week will just be fine. Look at when I'm flying to this place, when I've got to get trained to London or into a major city for work. You can actually start to look at what's ahead. Once we have that picture, myself as the coach, I design the sessions in and around those. So for example, if we're in a phase of training where we're doing harder VO2 max sessions, maybe some threshold work, we're in a deeper part of the block that requires a little bit more commitment to the plan. The thing that's going to be the main thing for me is how we can actually create the right stimulus to get the necessary return and what we want to create for that athlete or individual trying to achieve maybe the next stage of their performance. Like, what can we do to actually help them hit the session required without it costing them the next 3 sessions ahead? So if you're on, let's say, your post-flight, you've just landed, your sleep's been a bit poor, nutrition choices may have been slightly poor, and then you see in your plan you've got a VO2 max session to do. And then when I look at this with clients, the big thing is, right, how can we actually pull the right lever at the right time? Like, can we replace and move sessions around through the week and be quite adaptable if we need to? And understanding what we've got ahead for that week, like hitting a VO2 max session post-flight or after heavy meetings back-to-back all day at work, it's like, right, that may not be the best thing for us right now. Can we get that replaced with another session? It could potentially be 30 minutes zone 2 run. Let the body have that recoverability needed and slot that session into another part of the week. Or if you know it's going to be back end of the week, you're busier, maybe front load the week and having an actual understanding and idea of this. And one of the things I use, which Training Peaks is incredible for this, is understanding real data that's coming through. So every client that has their Garmin, their Whoop, their Oura Ring, their wearables, as well as objectively, subjectively how they're feeling, we get an understanding and an idea of how they're feeling, what's their sleep quality like, what's that stress at, how's the actual energy day to day, and we can see that through the week and make an informed decision of what's needed. That way we're not butchering sessions every week, because what may feel productive sometimes isn't productive, and actually building performance by design requires to look at the finer details of things. And especially for the type of individuals I'm working with, a lot of them are running businesses, managing teams, they have very busy lives from a point of travel, and I always hate the word busy, because everybody's busy in 2026, but they're very time poor people that want to get most bang for buck out of their sessions and get the required stimulus needed so we can get that level of result. And what I want to make known is, if you're not looking at your week, your calendar management, the training nutrition is almost pointless, because you're only going to stick to it for a small period of time. You need to be in sync with your calendar, and that's exactly what we do at OCS Performance, is actually look, right, where are we going to be best slotting these sessions? What's the actual week like coming up? And how we can move things around to adjust to fit it around you. Like, a lot of the times that I've experienced with training, with nutrition plans and different programs overall, is I have to fit to the program doesn't fit to me. And when you're training for endurance, if you want to take on a 70.3, a marathon, even a half marathon, but also build that lean athletic physique, it's really important that you take into account the career, the lifestyle, the home life, and put that together. because that's going to be the best plan for you. It's not what the best sessions are, it's not what the best periodization is, or if there's some new fancy nutritional protocol. Like, none of that actually matters if you want to get a high level result and keep that 12 months of the year. And this is just it's a massive passion project of mine that my clients are seeing the best results with, which I'll plug a couple of them on the screen just now, who are traveling, who are managing families, managing busy careers, and still want to push their performance to get that next percent. So this was just like a quick 5 to 6 minute takeaway, almost a bit of a ramble on of what I feel is super important to look at when you do want to get the best level of result possible. And don't limit yourself to thinking you can't get this because you can't train 10 hours a week, because that's what we see on Instagram. I'm someone that I've run 249 marathons, done the sub 5 70.3s. Like, I've run to a good standard, let's say, while managing a business and a good portion of clients on different time zones, and life in general. It can be pretty tough sometimes, and it's really important to know you can still do these things and you can still get the result you want, even with being busy, which we all are. You can still prioritize your health, performance, and build that around your lifestyle. And I'm living proof of doing this. My clients are living proof. This isn't just something that we've randomly come up with. This is actually building and looking after the human first, and it's all data driven. It's not just off a whim. We're looking at data, we're looking at how the individual's feeling and actually getting the highest level results from that. So take a look at a couple of results we've got recently from these legends. And then also, if you have any questions on Performance by Design, I have created a free mini course in school to run through. It's super simple, fast to run through. Just click the link in the bio and then you can get straight access into your inbox. Any questions, shoot me a message on Instagram.